The Chief Justice didn't show up at the start of the trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal. Lawyers debated the constitutionality of the tribunal having the jurisdiction to try Justice Onohen. The trial will continue on the 22nd of this month. Correspondent Celestina Area has been following the story all day.
The Code of Conduct Tribunal has adjourned to January 22nd for hearing of a motion filed by counsel to the CJN challenging the jurisdiction of the courts. The tribunal adjourned the case after the lead prosecution counsel, Ali Umaru, agreed that the CJN was not properly served with charges and summons. Chairman of the tribunal, Delnadi Umaru, asked the counsel of the defendants reasons behind the CJN absence from court. The defense team, comprising of 46 senior advocates and 43 other lawyers, led by Wale Nandikmekun, said the CJN needed not to be present, having filed a motion challenging the tribunal jurisdiction. He said that the CJN was not served with the charges and summons personally, but through his personal assistants. He also argued that as required by law, in a criminal matter, the defendant ought to be served personally, but the prosecution counsel argued that the law only requires that the defendant to be aware of the pending charges, and that it was the CJN decision that the summons be received by his personal assistants on his behalf. Just a word,
On matter, none. I said not today, please.
Let it be next time. Excuse me.
He's not speaking today. He's not speaking today. You don't understand.
What transpired in court was that there was an indirect protest that the defendant was not served personally. And what happened to the staff of the tribunal was that they went to him. He is the Chief Justice of Nigeria, and he directed them to give the summons and the charge to his PA. These boys, I don't think even the chairman of the tribunal, when he gets to that he will refuse to obey the directions of the person, the defendant. So they did. We were expecting him to own up to say, yes, I was served. But they now come and said he was not personally served. The law is that he must be served personally in criminal or quasi-criminal matter. So if they are demanding for their right, then you cannot accuse them of stalling the trial.
Under the Nigerian Constitution, service is only proper if it is served on the person of the defendant. The prosecution, in its blunder, first step of blunder, considered that the service was made on the personal assistant of the Chief Judge of the Federation. Thus, that service fails. And for that reason, we did not see the Chief Judge of the Federation in court today. Now, the next challenge for the Code of Conduct Tribunal is that it does not even have jurisdiction, even if they perfect service on the Chief Judge of the Federation. The fact that the Code of Conduct Bureau did not give the Chief Judge of the Federation the opportunity to respond to the allegations laid against him in the complaint robs the CCT being the Code of Conduct Tribunal, of any form of jurisdiction at all.
In reacting to the charges brought against the Chief Justice of Nigeria, convener of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, Eric Clark, says it is a move by the government to greatly marginalize the Southerners.
Those who believe that they own this country conspired and said, you know very well, you were spokesman of Mr. President when they were in CPC, the man who petitioned. And today, he's still working for him. Is this same man who said when the presidency was alleged to have bought some ammunition abroad without clearance from the legislature, and the National Assembly was very angry about it, this very man who petitioned was saying that what was wrong is bad, but they should forgive Mr. President. This is a man. So you can see where he belongs to. I am happy, and I congratulate the Nigerian Bar Association for standing up to challenge the evil machination of the people who believe that this country belongs to them alone. were they doing? They want to destroy the judiciary and the legal profession. So I congratulate them. I also want to congratulate openly my governors of the South, who stood firm that the Chief Justice of Nigeria should not go to court. They were not disobeying, they were not saying something to disobey the court. There's a Supreme Court judgment that in any criminal case, once the issue of jurisdiction is raised by the defendant or the accused, he need not go to court until that issue is resolved. They pretending to deceive. We're an enlightened society. Nigeria is in the forefront of educated people, civilized people. Nobody can push us around.